It's Kyle, and I'm here to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is a hosting platform where you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Best of all, Anchor is completely free. It's what we're actually using to create our podcast. If you're thinking about making your own podcast, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Now, back to the show.
Wow, we're recording.
No.
Never done this before.
No.
All right, so I'm just gonna get right into the topics that I want to pick Kyle's brain about. Do you consider yourself an introvert, or what? Like, where do you land on like the introvert to extrovert scale?
I always forget which one it is. I'm an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. I don't remember which one's which. I have a lot going on.
Okay.
Like, I like people, but I don't like people. It's a whole thing.
Okay, so I feel like you'll be able to answer this question regardless. But what could be like the number one compliment from an introvert? I was thinking about it today, and you're the first person I've had the chance to talk to about it. So, do you want to hear what I came up with, and then you can come up with an answer?
Yes.
Mine was, I love you more than I hate other people. Or hate everybody else, I think is what I said. And I was like honestly just dying laughing from it, because it's like such a simple but dumb thing to say, I guess. The other one I thought of was like, I love you more than I enjoy my alone time. But I feel like that could be a lie, because I feel like there's introverts out there that, even if they're in a relationship or whatever, still enjoy their alone time more than anything else. Like, they enjoy the time they spend with their partner, but alone time still holds like their highest value.
I'm with you. I'm not sure.
I just thought it was funny.
Because
I feel
I just don't
like,
want to get too dark.
That's fair. I feel like as an introvert, it is hard to pay a compliment that makes sense to me. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like my compliments are very just like run of the mill, like cookie cutter stuff. You know, like I just say what else
like
I've
generic.
seen.
Yeah.
You're just like boring ass.
Mine are like very specific.
Yeah. No, I feel like I just do like very generic, and I feel like I try hard to like write out a compliment, but when I read it back to me, it just sounds like something that somebody else would have wrote, and I just copied and pasted. So yeah,
most of the time, people are so self-centered that they won't notice. Anyway, just so you know.
But it bothers me.
They'll just take the compliment, and
it bothers me. I know they'll probably take the compliment, but I don't feel like I have served my duty then.
I mean, like, I didn't like every single woman's purse that I ran into that I sold things, when I was selling things. But I definitely told every single lady that I loved her purse. So,
man, they probably thought you definitely weren't straight, because I would never think to even compliment somebody's purse.
Yeah, you can do purse and then nails.
Did they teach you that in like selling stuff school?
Oh, complimenting for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
People don't get enough compliments, so it really gets a person on your side as a salesperson instantly.
They do that in the Always Sunny episode about selling stuff.
What?
Oh, I was trying to think back to the Always Sunny episode where they're selling vacuums and shoes, and I was wondering if they overly complimented them.
I don't remember.
Neither do I. I just watched it too.
I never never cut somebody's shoe in half either.
All right, then I got a funny story. So,
all right, here goes a funny story.
I think you'll appreciate it. So for disc golf with the hot weather, I've been enjoying bringing like hard seltzers like White Claws and whatnot instead of beer. And I was never a person who liked seltzer water. like soda water or any of that. Like I didn't even like White Claws for the longest time.
Yeah.
And now they're like, yeah, they're pretty good or whatever. So I thought maybe I like soda water. So I got a small bottle of soda water, put it in the fridge, let it get cold, sitting at the couch, and I took a sip of it and literally fucking spit it all over the living room. I don't even know why it tastes so fucking bad. It just is
like full spit take.
Literally, as soon as it like hit my tongue, it was just like, it just tastes like water that's gone bad. I don't know how that happens, but it's so fucking bad. I don't understand how anybody drinks it.
Typically, I don't like carbonated water.
I've done it before with like, I tried to be fancy and try Voss water, and I accidentally bought like the carbonated Voss water.
Right.
And it exploded all over because I thought it was just a water bottle, but it was carbonated. And it's like, it's so fucking disgusting. But I don't understand how something that should be simple can have like such a unnatural, nasty fucking flavor. Okay, so I got one more fun anecdote. My favorite thing to do when I find like a new internet show, podcast, or whatever, like right now it was Good Mythical Morning, or today it was Good Mythical Morning. I went back and I watched season 1, just to see what it was like for when they started out. And this isn't like their first time in front of cameras. They've done stuff before Good Mythical Morning together, and how awkward they are makes me feel much better about our first like 5 or 6 episodes.
For sure.
And I feel like it's that way with everything. Like, I don't know. I haven't listened to enough podcasts, but
anything. It's anything. Any creative expression. The first little bit is always you're just figuring it out, testing the waters. You have to dip your toes in before you jump in.
Stop dipping your toes in and jump the fuck in.
Just jump the fuck in. Tina, eat your fucking food.
Yeah, but it's always nice to see people who are very successful with their like internet shows or whatever, or podcasts, to go back and see that where it started. At least for me.
I got one for you if you want. It's called Brain Blaze.
That's the name of the show?
Yeah, well,
or whatever, podcast, whatever it is.
The show, it's both on YouTube, but that's been my favorite thing lately. It used to be called Business Blaze, but then
I think you've talked about it before.
I have.
Okay, but you never told me the name, I don't think.
No, I never told you to go listen to this, but I figured since you're saying things, I might as well say something too. He has like 7 or 8 channels though, so his name's Simon Whistler.
He's successful then.
Yeah, for sure. Big time. He doesn't need our plug.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even know we exist.
100% doesn't know we exist.
Damn it. You're supposed to make me feel better.
Oh. No. You said the show has to start now?
Yeah, I mean, that was my 3 topics I had. I don't know, maybe they weren't as funny as I thought they were going to be, but
I thought they were funny.
As I was thinking about them, they were hilarious to me.
Welcome to episode 72. I'm Kyle.
I'm Eric, with dogs barking in the background, so say hello to our special guests, Eddie and Tater, wherever they are, just barking.
This is a show that we do that is weekly and
mostly about disc golf.
Mostly about disc golf. A little bit about us.
Yep.
Mix it together, you got Oh No Disc Golf.
That's us.
The cringiest boys in town. That should be our names, the Cringe Boys.
The Cringe Boys. I like it. It kind of goes with Candy Boys, but it fits more our style.
Cringy? Cringy.
The Cringy Boys.
Use code OHNO for free shipping on any item over at our Teespring store. Use code OHNO10 for 10% off over at our Disc Baron friends, discbaron.com. Use code OHNO20 for 20% off over at frictiongloves.com. That's frictiongloves.com. They have disc golf gloves. Follow us on the internet at OHNO Disc Golf.
So, if you tuned into, I don't even know what episode it would have been, 70, where it was Eric's Sad Boy Hours. I think it was 70. You know how poorly I shot in Freeland? And somehow, because of that, because I dropped out, I went up 9 points in my rating. So apparently, I'm just better when I don't play.
So lesson learned.
Just quit. Yeah. No, what I think happened, and my buddy Tony Riopel was explaining
the show told me.
Yeah.
Be a quitter.
He explained it as I had rounds last May that got taken off of my rating. So they don't like play effect into it. So now I just have higher rated rounds that is going towards my rating. And then because the one round I did shoot in Freeland was so low, that's not even a part of it. It just is like not erased from my record. You can go see that I thrown it. It just doesn't fit into my averaging for ratings. So, yeah, I feel pretty shitty about it.
If you're playing bad,
just quit.
Just quit or throw a plus 10.
Yeah. Or
because
play worse.
Then it's just going to... But if you only play badly within your rating, then it's going to bring your rating down.
Yep. I feel really bad about it because there was a lot of my friends that played really well over the weekend, and the rating they got weren't just around just a little bit worse or a little bit better than my jump, and they worked a lot harder for it than I did. So again, it's just a number. It's not that big of a deal. I'm still going to play whatever division I feel comfortable playing regardless of my rating.
But it's an important number. Like, let's be real. It does matter. And it sends the wrong message in my opinion.
My rating doesn't change my skill as a disc golfer is what I mostly mean by that.
Agreed. It's just a measure of how you're doing.
It's just a measure of how I've played competitive rounds, about once every month for a little while. And my ability as a disc golfer, I feel, is better than what my rating says. So because of that, I don't really care for my rating that much. But I mean, I'm able to shoot worse than that.
Backs that up too. Like, you shouldn't care what your rating is, because a person who quit is getting more, of a boost. Then it's just
that's what also is it makes me feel like it's almost more of a bullshit number than it has been before.
Right.
It is important, if you're pushing in those the 930s to 950s range, it is important if you're trying to get into tournaments, because one of the first cutoffs is 950s, so anybody above 950 can sign up earlier than everyone else. So that's where the rating really becomes important, because I'm not there yet. It doesn't mean much to me. It's just
besides in your brain.
I just think about it all the time. It haunts me. No, I'm just kidding. I am gonna just take a break from competitive rounds. I don't know if it'll be for the whole summer, but just have a lot more to take care of, and
you got to get your groove back.
I don't have time to focus on my game. I like to play competitive rounds when I have time to get a couple practice rounds in, even if it's a course I've played before. I still the 2 or 3 weeks following up to a tournament at Wicks. I want to get out there once a week or so to play. So I don't have time to do that, and I would rather be able to compete when I feel 100% mentally in it. So I don't know. We'll see how long the break takes for. I'm not putting an end date on it. I'm still obviously going to be doing leagues, but it doesn't really feel competitive for me there. I'm more trying to build a community around the Cat City course than trying to win. Sorry to my partners, but
hopefully they're in it to have fun too. And Eric's been dealing with his mental health. I've been dealing with my physical health.
Yep. Yes, he has.
That's what we call a transition there, friends.
That's a freaking $1 million transition.
I fell off of a scooter that I had just recently bought.
How fast does it go? How fast did you fall?
The maximum speed that the scooter can go is 15.5 miles an hour.
They really got it broken down to that half, huh?
Yeah, I probably crashed anywhere between like 12 and 15.
So you were scooting. Get it?
Yes. Imagine, like jumping off a golf cart.
Right.
At full speed.
Not like, gracefully tucking and rolling, I'm assuming.
Correct. I attempted to kind of like catch myself a little bit with my right wrist and hand and then roll onto my left side, but it just turned into more of like I smacked my right wrist really hard and then I just slammed on my left hand side pretty hard. So,
man, you think all those years of skateboarding would get you prepared to do the tuck and roll?
Such a different fall.
I guess, yeah, you gotta stick in your way.
It was just, I don't know. The weight of it is really weird. It's because the battery is in the handlebar part of it, so it's really front heavy. So I didn't know how to ride it.
Now, did you jump right back on the scooter, or are you a little bit weary?
No, I jumped right back on it.
Okay.
But I do have definitely bruised ribs.
And they feel great.
They feel so
tell you.
Good.
It's always so nice to have bruised ribs. Because everything hurts. Breathing hurts sometimes. And
breathing hurts pretty much all the time.
It's just one of those pains. And doctors can't do shit for it.
But yeah, so I was wearing a helmet. So
2 weeks ago?
It was like a week ago. Yeah, still wasn't feeling better, so I got x-rays yesterday.
Monday, right?
Yeah, and he was like, hey, good thing you're wearing a helmet. I've had 2 people die this year already because they weren't wearing helmets from these things. It's like, holy shit.
I seen this couple on I assume there were a couple. There's 2 people on a motorcycle. The guy driving, no helmet, t-shirt and jean shorts, and then the girl riding, helmet in a very small tank top and very short jean shorts. And I was just like, I mean, I guess at least she's wearing a helmet, but oh my god, all the burnt skin if that bike gets dumped. Oh god, it makes me cringe thinking about all that skin just being tossed across the pavement.
Let's not talk. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I've never
That's
been
the whole reason I don't like ride a road bike.
Yeah, I've never been a person who's like interested in motorcycles, and I don't really understand the people who really, really want one. And I don't have to understand what other people want, but
I'm getting into like an electric bike type thing, and that can go up to like 20 to 25-ish. But my whole thing with that is that I want to ride it on like biking paths that there aren't cars,
Right.
So getting away from the traffic versus being a bike next to traffic. I guess I've just like crashed a dirt bike hard enough to where like I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that on pavement.
Yeah, I mean, like I've never even really rode dirt bikes or anything like that, but I feel like if it was something would ever get into, I'd be like that guy who's wearing like a whole suit in like 90-degree weather, just sweating so bad just to not tear my skin across pavement.
Worth it.
Okay, in case the inevitable or the horrible worst case scenario happens.
No road rash for you.
Yeah. Well, back to disc golf. Now that's a transition.
Yeah, I just wanted to explain why things have been late.
No, because remember we changed last week that it's just the weekly podcast. We're not sticking ourselves to any day.
Oh yeah,
or
well,
to one
but
day
still.
now.
I know.
But I'm just being funny, or trying to be, attempting.
It was
okay. It wasn't great, but
not your best work, Eric. Yeah, we can talk about disc golf if you want.
All right. Well, we had the Beaver State Fling, which if you listened to last episode, you knew I was excited for it. This is the first time in 2 years. If you watched any of the coverage, you know that because I think they said it. No, 3 years. 3 years. I think they said it like at the beginning of every video about how it's been 3 years since they've been at Milo McIver.
That's funny.
Awesome course. I was telling Kyle, I don't know if it's just something with Portland and their giant trees, but it's so pretty and it's so green. I don't know how other people feel, but I really enjoy watching rain rounds. Even if they don't shoot the best, I think it is fun to watch them play through rain.
Depends on how rainy, but yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if it's lightning, it gets called. But round 1, I think, was probably like the perfect amount of rain to where it was there and everyone had to play with it, but it wasn't like overly bearing to where, it was everyone was shooting like +1s. Get into the results. We had FPO. We had Ohn Scoggins at 6 under. We had Katrina Allen at 7 under in second. And then for the second week in the row, we had Val Mandujano at 11 under. So she's got the hot hand right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty pumped for her. My big question is, will Dynamic be able to afford Val after she's got 2 years with them? So she has the rest of this year and then all of next year before her contract's up. And she has been has had an insane year so far. Assuming it's only getting better from here, she's going to have some really big money deals looking to get her. So do you think she'll be able to stick with Dynamic, or do you think she'll move?
Raining money at Dynamic.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it, especially if I'm a Kona Panis fan, but if she doesn't turn her year around, they can take her money and just basically give it to Val, because Kona Panis was like the big money
right
deal.
In the Panis.
Huh?
Right in the Panis.
I suppose. But there was a lot of good back and forth through most of the FPO side on Beaver State Fling. We got to see some people that I don't feel like we get to watch all the time. Rebecca Cox was up there. They did do, I think, a couple episodes again. I said something about them not doing live coverage on the final day because I could have sworn I got an email that said they didn't, but they did do live coverage. So you can go watch final live day coverage if that's what you enjoy more than the shortened rounds. For MPO, we had Corey Ellis at -21 coming in third. We had Joel Freeman with an ace on the final day to get -22, and we had Garrett Gerthy taking home the win at 24 under. Super pumped for Garrett.
Go Garrett, go Joel.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett, if you watch the Portland Open, was just one stroke off of beating Simon at the Portland Open. So for him to come back and take down a win at Beaver State Fling was probably huge for him. I believe he said that this was his favorite course to play competitively at. So that makes it even better.
Yeah.
I also have this little tidbit, Coleradon. He's young, 17, I think. He's a Oregon or Portland local, and for the past 2 tournaments have jumped up 20-ish spots on the last day, which left him at 4th for this one, and then I can't remember exactly what it was for Portland Open, but it was right close to the top after having not 2 stellar first rounds. And so my question is, Cole gonna be the next Chris Dickerson, just coming back and destroying it on the final day? I think yes, because he's insane.
I think yes, because he's already doing it.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But it could just be because he's local, it could be a local thing. Knows the courses enough and
dominates at his courses.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see as the tour continues, if he's still making waves. I've told I don't know how many people about this, but the Coleradon highlights from the final day at Portland Open are some of the absolute best shots you'll see. They were so good. And they were all kind of that same like big high like turnover to like small fade at the end. Oh, they were so nice.
Buttery.
Yeah, buttery, and then it's those big trees, man. Something about them.
Butter and trees.
We have the Jarva Open coming up this weekend. We also have the Disc Golf Pro Tour Match Play Championship in Bailey, Colorado this coming weekend. So really close to Kyle, which is exciting.
Very much. 3, 2, 1. Top 5. Oh yeah, boy.
Oh boy, is that what you said?
Yeah.
For our top 5 this week, we picked our top 5 Little Debbies from our childhood because we at least try to eat a little bit better now.
Way better.
We try to.
Well, besides the gummy worms.
And Oreos.
And the Oreos.
I'll kick it off with number 5. We have oatmeal cream pies. They weren't our favorite, but if they were in the breakfast line, we were grabbing them. Just because, I mean, it's hard to hate it too much, but they definitely weren't like, you know,
this one definitely fell under the category of like, you're happy that it's there, but it's not like one you'd choose.
I wouldn't buy this from the corner store, but
if it's the only option, I'm not going to complain.
Yep, exactly. I did find too, like the smaller ones that came from the boxes, I think those were better than like the really big ones that they sold in the store anyway.
2 things. 1, they're fresher. And 2, they have a different ratio of the
more
cream.
I think it's more icing, less
cream. More cream.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have some more cream in your pie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree.
You don't want a pie that's not creamy, do you, Eric?
No. I mean, I do like apple pie, but that's on a totally different level.
Creamy pies only.
Creamy pies only here. If you don't got no creamy pie, get out.
Get out. Oh, no, Disc Golf, the Cream Pie Podcast.
You want me to say the number 2 since you don't like them that much?
Yeah.
Number 4 is Honey Buns, because those were probably one of my favorites. Put them in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds, just let them warm up a little bit. Oh god, so good.
I never liked them.
There's also this thing where people would eat honey buns with a slice of American cheese. Never did it, but apparently that was a thing that people.
Aren't they like 600, 700 calories?
Dude, they're probably more than that.
They're really quite bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything on this list is good for you. I don't think that's why
something that was $1. It was surprisingly, but like, how did they put that many calories in here?
Sugar.
I remember thinking that as like a kid.
Yep. Nope. I never thought about that. I ate it faster than I could read.
I didn't care because I ate all the other things. But like number 3, the zebra cake, the only food in zebra form. So if you're into zebras, this is the food for you.
There's 460 calories in a honey bun.
See, it's a lot.
That is a fucking shit ton.
They used to be $1.
Yeah, now they're like almost 2. So
probably $1.75.
Yeah, probably
$2. $2.
And then it's like buy 2 for $3 or something.
Ugh. Just shut up and take my money.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure original honey buns used to be 50 cents. I thought I remember walking out with like my 2 favorite Little Debbie snacks for $1 and then $1 for a tea.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, zebra cakes. Yeah, I mean, unless you're living somewhere where people eat zebra instead of beef or whatever other.
Or if you're just a zebra hater.
The only
it's
way
basically just a horse with stripes.
Eat food in zebra form. Yeah, but have you heard the noise they make? I'm not going to try to do it, but...
All right. At the end of... Listen to this whole episode and then go Google it, everyone.
Yep. Listen to the noise a zebra makes.
We need that sweet, sweet listen time.
You want to tell number 2? We'll gush about number 1 for the next 15
we really
minutes.
Fucked up the order, didn't we?
We don't need an order.
Fuck order.
Yeah. Chaos. Anarchy.
Fudge round. The Little Debbie of chaos.
It's all chocolate.
Did you want some chocolate with your chocolate? Because there's chocolate. And what's on top of it?
Shoved
chocolate.
in between chocolate.
If you like chocolate.
Did they have like a little like fudge, like icing on top of it too, like swirled on?
Yeah.
It?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I forgot about that. I was thinking it's just like a chocolate version of an oatmeal cream pie, but then I remembered that they took it like one extra step and put more chocolate
on top of it. Chocolate. If you wanted chocolate with your chocolate.
Now I have to know what Little Debbie snack has the most calories. What do you think it is?
I think it's probably a honey bun with icing.
It'd be like the iced honey buns then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a question on Google. Are Little Debbie snacks healthy? No. No.
Yeah, you can just answer that for you right now. No. I don't think there's
what
a single
one. What is the
one.
unhealthiest Little Debbie snack?
The most unhealthy.
This is just best and worst. It doesn't say anything about what
instant heart attack.
Well, I guess that's just gonna have to be saved for another day while I
cut that.
Figure that out.
Cut.
All right, number 1, the best, hands down, Little Debbie snack out there. Because it doesn't, as good as it is, it does not feel as unhealthy as the rest of the things on the list. Like, we still know it's unhealthy. We get that. We're not saying they're good for you. But
if you wanted to feel like you were, on a diet.
Yeah, just eat one of them.
I'm eating a diet, Little Debbie. Yeah, just eat one.
We picked the Nutter Butter. It has the perfect mix of crunchy and sweet and the wafer.
I love the wafer.
Oh, God, the wafer's so good. Oh,
they do a really good job with that wafer.
They're apparently called Nutty Buddies. I don't remember that. But yeah, Nutty Buddies are the best. If you have an argument for something else, we will listen and then tell you you're wrong anyway. So
let us know on the internet if you feel like it. If not, no worries. We don't blame you in any way.
Or is there something out there that is better than things?
Good job, bud. We got there.
Better than Little Debbie's. Were you a rich kid who could buy Hostess? Because I was never spending my money on Hostess. Because it was like 3 times as much.
I was spending my money on the gummies that were way cheap.
Yep, you definitely bought a lot of gummies.
Give me that ground up animal bones.
Oh, not so much ground up. It's like boiled. Oh, they made Zebra Nutty Buddies.
Zebra Buddies?
They're called Zebra Nutty Bars.
It's a missed marketing opportunity.
Zebra plus Nutty Bars.
They should have called them Zebra Dicks.
Yeah, they probably should have. I mean, they already got cream pies. Who cares if they
Zebra Dicks and cream pies
on the end of one?
Oh, what a way!
Right?
What a way! Yeah, fuck it.
Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in to episode 72.
Yeah, if you made it all the way to this part,
many more episodes coming because we just won't stop.
We're gonna do this till we die.
So buckle up, and we'll see you guys next week.
We'll catch you on the flip side.